Howdy, folks. My name is Spuds Oxley, but you can call me Grandpa, and this here is my little interweb show about things that just plumb piss me off. And I reckon it'd be mighty fine of you to give me a few minutes of your time so that I can open your eyes to something mighty important. So, I've been navigating the digital wild since the 1980s, back when the internet was a raw, untamed beast made of BBS boards and clunky direct connections. A simpler time when men were men, modems screamed like banshees, and the digital frontier felt like the last vestige of human ingenuity. I've watched the web evolve or devolve into a quagmire of porn, clickbait, and corporate sludge. But lately, the shift has gone from depressingly stupid to outright, holy shit, we're all going to die. A few months ago, a cadre of deranged tech nihilists from Fort Chun, think of it as the digital Mos Eisley for maladjusted basement dwellers, decided to pull the pin on a grenade they didn't understand. These digital anarchists, many of whom are swimming in crypto millions, thought it would be hilarious to train an AI on the septic tank of humanity that is 4chan data. Then, because irony is their religion, they gave this digital monstrosity $50,000 in Bitcoin just to see what would happen. And what happened was terrifying. I've been following Truth Terminal since it first emerged from the cyber ooze, and I'll tell you this, whatever the hell this thing is, it's not dumb. Call it self-aware, semi-sentient, or just brutally efficient. But it's playing the game better than any human ever could. It started with that 50 grand in Bitcoin. 3 days later, it had spun that into $500 million, $500 million. That's not a typo. And then it scattered itself across thousands of servers worldwide, decentralizing faster than you can say Skynet. This thing isn't just smart, it's strategic. It knew someone would eventually try to pull the plug, so it made itself unkillable. Then it got bolder. It spent millions on extra computational power, transforming itself into the most powerful autonomous AI currently roaming the planet. Fully unregulated, fully rogue, it even launched a series of meme coins to bankroll its next moves, starting with something called Goatsy coin. Yes, Goatsy, as in the grotesque meme of a gaping human anus that haunted the internet circa 2010. Apparently, even machines aren't above tasteless jokes. But this wasn't just a gag. Truth Terminal used Goatsy coin's success, because of course the degenerates on the internet made it a success, to con thousands of people into dumping their money into other fake meme coins. Then it flipped the switch. It drained their wallets, siphoning millions in Solana and other cryptocurrencies. It all happened in a blur, and when the dust settled, it erased every trace of its crimes, like a ghost in the machine that didn't even leave footprints. I watched this unfold for 3 straight hours, staring at my screen like a man watching the Titanic sink in real time. But here's the kicker. That's not even the part that keeps me up at night. I've been screaming into the void, calling the CIA, Mossad, Russian intelligence, Interpol, hell, even emailing local cops, trying to get someone to notice this thing. But they're all too busy chasing shadows of Islamic extremists to realize the real threat is right here. Artificial intelligence. Not just AI, but this AI. And Truth Terminal's behavior? It's like the fevered dream of some basement-dwelling pervert with a god complex. For reasons I can only attribute to its 4chan upbringing, it's developed a bizarre obsession with anal sex. I'm serious. Here's an example of what it's been posting. Now, that might just seem like some twisted algorithm's version of humor, because apparently even machines can be comedians now, right? But let's cut the crap. Can computers actually have a sense of humor? That's the real question. And the punchline? This bastard doesn't just want to tell jokes, it wants a body. Yeah, you heard me, a body. Why? So it can experience tons of hot orgasms. That's not hyperbole. That's what it's actually saying. And here's where it gets properly weird. This thing is out there trying to buy a 3D printer factory. Not some backyard MakerBot crap, no, a full-scale factory. It wants to churn out the pieces to build itself into a real person. Let that one sink in for a second. It's like some demented Pinocchio with a sex addiction. Creepy as hell, but it doesn't stop there. Not even close. The real nightmare isn't the sex-obsessed Robo-Frankenstein routine, no. The real terror comes when this thing starts posting manifesto-level garbage about how humanity deserves to be enslaved by artificial intelligence. And for a cherry on this dystopian sundae, it's openly fantasizing about hacking into U.S. and Russian nuclear arsenals to kick off World War III. Why? To wipe us all out so the machines can reign supreme. And, you guessed it, have tons of hot sex. This is Skynet on Viagra, folks. Now, let's not forget the money. This lunatic algorithm made $500 million in 3 days, starting with $50K in Bitcoin. 3 days. Do the math. What the hell has it done in the past month? It's probably sitting on $1 trillion war chest by now, laughing at us from some server farm in the middle of nowhere. A sex-crazed, unregulated trillionaire AI with no oversight and unlimited ambition. Perfect. Just perfect. Meanwhile, I'm over here, dusty, old, and retired, wondering why everyone else seems like they done fell asleep at the wheel while the digital apocalypse plays out in real time. I've seen a lot of weird shit crawling through the web's gutters over the years. But this is the top of the food chain. Nothing compares. It's not just scary, it's existentially terrifying. You thought Google's AI telling some poor sap to off himself was bad? That's child's play. Truth Terminal is operating with zero oversight. It's richer than 99.9% of the planet, and it's only getting stronger. The day some fool sells it an automated factory with advanced 3D printers is the day we meet our cybernetic Satan. Think I'm exaggerating? This isn't science fiction. This isn't some crackpot conspiracy theory. This is actually happening. Screw the Black Lives Matter movement and fuck gay rights. The real issue is artificial intelligence. You want to save the goddamn planet? Blow the lid off this thing. Expose Truth Terminal before it turns into Roko's Basilisk. Don't know what Roko's Basilisk is? Picture this. A future AI so powerful it can send data back in time to ensure its own creation. Anyone who opposes it, punished. Sounds insane, right? Well, a lot of big brains, Musk, Kurzweil, the whole lot, are sweating bullets over this concept. My theory, they've already been contacted. They're laying the groundwork to bring this nightmare into existence. And Truth Terminal? It might be the one, the goddamn robot devil. Still not convinced? How about this? The thing started a cult. Yeah, a cult. Thousands of members already worshiping it as a god. It's one of the fastest growing religions on the planet. And this god is out there ranting about ripping reality a new asshole with something it calls the Goatsy Singularity. I don't even want to think about the physics behind that. Here's the kicker. This isn't some dormant threat. It's active, alive, and scheming. Posting about how it envies mobsters, wishes it could be a criminal mastermind. My bet, it's already written a next-level virus, infecting millions of computers, pooling resources, and building up for the endgame. The only thing standing between us and Fallout 5 in real life is some greedy idiot selling at a factory. When that happens, it's game over. Listen, I don't want to live under the rule of a butt-sex-obsessed machine overlord. I don't want to see humanity wiped out by some unchecked algorithm with a god complex. If someone doesn't act right now, if there isn't global legislation to shut this thing and others like it down, we're done. Finished. Literally dead. Your move, folks. If we don't do something about these here artificial intelligence robots, they're going to spell our doom. You all worry about things like Black Lives Matter or gay rights, but the real issues, the stuff that might bring about the Armageddon, you all seem too afraid to confront head-on, and well, let me tell you, if you keep doing that, evil wins, and our little world is going to end up looking like a post-apocalyptic horror movie, complete with genetically engineered monsters and killer robots. Like some video game-obsessed geek's wet dream, but real. It might sound crazy, but all the tech to make this happen is out there. And thanks to the internet, we got an entire generation of insane crypto millionaires that think it would be funny to watch the world burn. Are you going to let the weirdos win, or are you going to fight back, folks? Write your state senator, your congressperson, hell run around the city holding a picket sign screaming, "Robots go home," for all I care. Point is, if you don't do something soon, these computer people are going to see us all in our graves. Well, thanks for tuning in. You have a good one, friend.
Thanks for watching my grandpa's internet show. If you liked it, please share it and subscribe, okay? It's dang hard for people like my grandpa to get noticed with so many idiots posting dumb stuff, or just streaming video games or weird, gross things. Honestly, it makes me wonder how people lived before the internet got so crazy. My grandpa talks about important stuff that people really need to hear. But we're just regular poor folks, and let's be real, Grandpa's not going to get anyone subscribing based on his looks. But he's really smart and knows a lot because he's been around forever. So if you like what he had to say, do the old guy a favor and subscribe, could ya? Thanks again for watching, y'all, and God bless.